Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Vince.
It is the only improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast in the known universe where we get together and try to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball, having a good time conversation on microphones, not even in the same state. This is we telecommute to this podcast. So, you know, none of us are wearing pants.
That's right. We're pantsless and we're on Skype for business.
Oh, we got a PowerPoint presentation ready for you if we can only get the HDMI cable to work.
And once we get that to work, we've got to fiddle around with making sure our screen's being shared properly, because I know not everybody's going to be able to see what we're talking about.
Got to have a panic attack to make sure I show the right thing and not something that I might have downloaded late at night several months ago that I've forgotten about.
I just left it in my downloads, hoping it'd never come up again. But here I am having to download the PDF presentation instead of just streaming it from Keynote.
I can't just open it in my email. I got to download it. And, well, here we are fired. And that's why that's the origin of this podcast.
Yeah, because what they saw in our combined work computer, because we had to share one because corporate... Look, corporate can't afford 2 computers per work team. What was on there was, of course, all of our Dragon Ball screenshots that we'd been sharing to each other back and forth on the same machine.
And making comments in the Slack about it. We had our own private Slack channel.
It was called Kame House Party.
Yep.
And that's what the podcast ended up becoming. We're actually reading word for word the transcript from our Slack.
Yeah, this is a very scripted podcast. But before we get to the main script, we get a little loosey-goosey with it, with a segment we call Kame Housekeeping. It's the get you, the audience, ready, cleaned, looking sharp, looking fresh, ready for this delightful, very scripted audio content. And the first part of Kame Housekeeping is the patent-pending, world-famous 1-minute roundup.
Oh, shit.
You're back from the dead.
Grandpa.
Oh, my God.
Grandpa, hey. I guess I'm definitely... I'm definitely back from the dead, and I didn't just, pretend to die or fake my death to get out of... Yeah.
All your family's here. They came from Nebraska and Montana.
Oh.
We were about to lower you in the grave.
Grandpa, please. No need for tears. I'm alive. And I didn't just shirk all my responsibilities by faking my death in another state.
I'm Cousin Marty, and I had to drive for 3 months on the coach to come to this funeral. And
Cousin Marty.
I mean, I guess I'm glad you're alive, but my harvest is gone.
Oh, look, I really just didn't want to have to rustle any more or herd any more cattle, so I put all my stuff in the boat. Said I was going for just a nice little boat stroll, and set it up to go over the edge of the river, and you guys would find my clothes, and then you think I'm dead, and then I could go to Vegas and do whatever I wanted, and now I went and I came back.
Yep, we found your path. Well, we thought you were dead.
Yeah.
But I guess you're just passed out. The booze smell probably should have tipped me off. Hey, it's me, the Undertaker. Yeah, you were breathing. Duh. But guys gotta make a living.
Look, I respect that hustle.
It's partly on me.
I respect that hustle for sure. I just...
and
see. Oh, I really had to clench to not laugh at the Undertaker's voice when he spoke.
You don't think I got a creepy goth voice in me? Because baby, on demand.
Well, now that
Disney Plus, I'm free for a year and I'm on demand.
Woo, child.
So, did we end seeing that?
Oh, and see.
So the preamble to the 1 minute roundup is a Western theme improv scene that we do. Actually, I don't know why we do it now because, again, the show is very scripted. So I think it's just fun for us. And we want to share in that fun. But the 1 minute roundup proper is when one of us, this time Vince, has to sum up everything that we've watched in Dragon Ball up to this point. That is 151 episodes, a palindrome's worth of content that Vince has to sum up. And we do this, one, we like a challenge. We're trying to get those ultra rare trophies on PS4. Two, and also the number two, the second reason. Reason number two, the reasoning, is so you don't have to go back and watch everything that we've watched. You don't have to go back and listen to all of our old episodes, although they're right there in your podcast app. I don't see why not. I literally can't think of a good reason for you not to. I guess a funeral, maybe a funeral.
Maybe
a funeral,
depending on the deceased's wishes. That's it. Just depending on the deceased wishes.
Like if you need a laugh, but I mean, where else do you need a laugh? Then at a funeral. I'll stop pitching ourselves so hard. What I'm saying is that you don't have to do any of those things. You can just listen to this roundup on this episode and you are good to go. Vince, are you ready to deliver to the people?
Aaron, I am ready. Here I go in 3, 2. 7 Magic Dragon Balls. When you collect them all, you can make a wish. Goku meets this girl named Bulma. When they're really young, they go off on an adventure to stop Emperor Pilaf from using the Dragon Balls for nefarious purposes. Oolong, a shape-shifting pig, wishes for underwear and the day is saved. Goku then decides to train with Master Roshi and meet his best friend Krillin. They train and they go to the Tenkaichi tournament. Goku loses Master Roshi in disguise, who blew up the moon to stop Goku from changing into a giant ape. After that, Goku goes off to find the 4-star Dragon Ball that was a memento of his grandpa. He runs into the Red Ribbon Army, single-handedly defeats an entire army over the course of a saga. Then he's like, oh no, there's a new tournament happening. I'm going to go do that. Then Krillin dies at that tournament, and Goku has to avenge him because Piccolo killed him, and he's the king of all demons. Then Goku has to train on the top of Korra Tower, and then he defeats King Piccolo, but King Piccolo had a son, and his son had to meet Goku at the next Tenkaichi tournament after training with God and Mr. Popo. Then Goku saves the day, saves the world, and now he's on a mission to get married, and he's got to save his father-in-law from flames, and he's got the Bancho fan, but it's not working anymore.
The first half of that roundup was probably the most, unlike me, very well articulated, very lucid, and I got very suspicious that you were very scripted. And then I'm like, and then then the second half came. I'm like, no, this is from the dome. He's just that good, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, Aaron compliments making me feel huge. I feel big.
You know what? On this one, you ain't got to go back. You got everything.
Yeah, everything's in there. If you find something lacking, then I find you lacking. And you should go back and listen to the episodes.
Yeah, if you're not a bad enough dude to just go straight through this episode and not listen to older episodes, then I guess you can't save the president. Because the next part of Kame Housekeeping is when we let you know that Vince and I, we watched 2 different versions of the episode. What? That's right. Vince watches the English dubbed episode, and I watched the English subtitled episode. And we do this because we had to goof them up in the beginning, a mistake, but in the end, it became a masterpiece, Dad. That's right. We're doing this intentionally now because there are fun differences, fun things to compare and contrast. And the first thing is usually the title, and Vince, dealer, I'll say 1 minute round. I'll say 1 minute roundupper's choice.
Okay.
You want to go first, or shall I?
I've got a ref here. He's going to flip a coin. Aaron, call it in the air.
Tails. No, Sonic.
Too bad. It was Tails.
So I go first.
So you go first, and I'm going to receive the kickoff.
Well, here is the title for episode 152 of Dragon Ball. The Japanese title, roughly translated, is Hurry, Goku! The Mystery of Mount Gogyo. Or Gogayo. I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce that correctly. Gogyo.
Yeah, how do you pronounce that? If you know, write in, because we don't do research. Looking at a pronunciation dictionary would be research. But I digress, because it's time for me to give you my English dubbed version of the title of episode 152 of Dragon Ball. Mystery of the Dark World.
Ooh. Yeah, mine is less spooky, this is a spooky gooky episode.
Very spooky. How we didn't come, I wish we got into this one on Hallows Eve.
But hey, Halloween's always in my heart. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably next to the candy corn.
That I've intravenously taken.
Look, Aaron's serious about Halloween.
Little spaceships. Mm-hmm. I pretend they're little spaceships in my veins. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. I pretend that they're destroying cholesterol. No, they're not. They're adding. I've had several bypasses. Every doctor has told me to stop doing this.
But it's what we love about you. You can't stop.
It's like, I'll stop when I stop loving Halloween. Oh, that'll be never? Well, here we are, Doc.
See? Modern medicine, not all it's cracked up to be when you're stubborn.
Sometimes the old ways are the best ways. So yeah, let's get into this spooky episode. As Vince said in the roundup, Goku is desperately trying to fan the flames that are engulfing his father-in-law's castle, also his father-in-law, and they're just not working. He's just waving and waving until Baba comes flying in, saying, "Stop! Don't do it! You're only fanning the flames further." And we're gonna get a lot of exposition on that point, and I think Vince, if you agree, if you're amicable, let's just get through the sort of the setup of this episode, then we can dissect it and have our fun. Again, as per the script that we've written for this.
The podcaster agrees. The podcaster believes.
Don't read the parentheticals.
Sorry. The motion is sustained. Carry on with the exposition dump.
So Baba comes in and says, "Look, you can't put out the flames this way. It only makes it worse. Because the cause of the flames is the furnace at Mount Gogyo, which is octagon-shaped." Chi-Chi mentions that, that's where the octagon they've been searching for this whole time has been. And it is kept by someone called the Pyre Keeper. You need to go to Mount Gogyo, ask the Pyre Keeper to put it out. It is on the other side of the world. So the furnace is coming through the center of the earth to hit the Ox King's castle. There's a big ass gate that they have to go through. Mm-hmm. The gates in Mount Gogyo is actually in the next world, i.e. Ghostville, USA.
Right. And I just
Heaven or hell.
For my episode, the mountain is called Mount Five Elements.
Ooh, okay.
The keeper of the furnace is called Tojaro, and where this mountain is, there are also a lot of undead nightmares. Baba describes things that will take you to the other side. But she says, but no one has gone through to the other side alive. It's basically like, it's not getting in, it's getting into the other plane of existence while still being alive.
Yeah. Same sentiment. No living creature has gone here. So yeah, they got to fight some ghosts, some demons, just to ask someone to please, look, the bill's got to be insane. Please turn down the furnace.
Yeah. No, nobody's thinking about that gas bill on the other side of the world. Look, we're all roommates on this planet, and you're over here just blowing the furnace.
Oh my God, this is if we taught children about global warming this way. If we taught them about climate change. That look, there's a pyre keeper named, I don't know, his name rhymes with rump. And he doesn't really care about the bill that's going to come due very shortly.
But we're all roommates, so we all have to pay some of that bill.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely ought to pay some of that bill when the bill comes.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do about this one person running this fire?
We all got to be a little bit uncomfortable. You got to wear your socks inside, maybe. Put on a light cardigan. You got to turn that furnace down.
Yeah.
I'm glad this is a nice teachable moment we can have here.
Al Gore, eat your heart out. We just solved it.
Yeah. How much money did you spend on that documentary?
And the sequel?
Oh, that thing no one watched?
Look, we got it in one shot. Scripted.
Yeah. Aside from that analogy, my big question and big beef with this is when Baba flies in telling Goku, like, no, you don't need the Bancho fan for this. How... I know her fortune-telling powers were off, but that's just to find things, right? Why didn't you say any of this earlier so we could just get down to business?
Oh, because somebody had to fill some airtime for a couple of days. Maybe a month even. But I think it's because when Baba first gave the reading, she was sick, so her powers weren't that strong. So she was getting mixed signals and couldn't decipher it. Now this time we see her and it's all in HD, so we knew exactly where we were going.
This isn't fortune telling. This is knowledge. She's not like, oh, let me try again. Oh, that's where the fires are coming from, that place. I should have known.
This is true.
It's not like she's getting like knowledge about it. She doesn't get the Wikipedia article on top of her prediction.
Maybe she is. Maybe she's paying like the $2 a month to keep the service free.
Her ball has multiple tabs that can be opened.
Of course.
She's got a lot of RAM on the thing.
So much RAM. Baba put like two 1270s in there. Sweet mobile gaming rig too.
She's mining Bitcoin at the same time.
Baba, power user on that crystal ball. The new Alienware crystal ball.
Look, even though the energy consumption outweighs the money you make for Bitcoin mining, but don't tell her that.
You can't tell Baba nothing.
She loves money.
She does.
See, this is all in character, folks.
And again, all scripted and mind-blowing amounts of rehearsal time to get it this clean on the dot.
Thanks to our director, David Mamet.
Thank you, David.
Giving us, all these ums and pauses and weird, awkward silences, those are by design for a more naturalistic performance.
Vince waits for awkward silence after Aaron finishes line.
Don't read it. If David could see you now.
If only. He'd be like, nice yams. Because I ain't got no pants on.
He loved a good calf.
He always made me wear shorts to table reads.
All right. Well, this is getting...
I liked it.
Look.
It was hot. It was a summer.
This is getting in a direction I don't want to go into, as per the script told us to. So let's we'll keep going.
Aaron walks it back, takes a sip. I'm sorry, I can't help reading. I don't want to miss my cue.
As they're traveling, they make it there. It's a big, giant gate the size of name a big building in New York. Vince, that's you.
Let's say Chrysler Building.
I'd say so. The gate's as tall as that. Goku, of course, can open it up. And they're in. But first, I cut back. And I'm curious if you noticed what this line was or if it was less of a jokey joke. Baba is explaining the situation to the Ox King via megaphone. And then she says, that's the situation. Sorry. That's a situation. What is it? Baba. Well, it's kind of a row. Hold on. I'm going to workshop this as per the script on mic. Baba's kind of a roshi, but you got to get... Hey, old man, oldly. Hey, oldly. Okay, here we are. I think it's about... Yes, old crone. That's
Got
where
it.
we're at.
He nailed it.
Yes. All right. Hey, sup? It's your girl, Baba, here with the crystal ball. Hey, Ox King. Quote...
Baba! Where's my daughter?
Calm down for a second. Did you say Bulma?
No, I said Baba. Who's Bulma?
I don't know. I was ready to go into questioning it about an affair, but I won't. Anyway, look. Here's what I'm going to quote to you. Quote, "That's the situation, so if you die in peace."
What? Baba, come on! That's crazy!
What do you just know your children are fighting for you? They're trying to save you. They're going literally to the afterworld to fight demons and evil spirits. But, you can die in peace. Don't haunt anything is what I'm saying.
No, if I die, I'm haunting you!
Me?
Yeah,
I barely know you, handsome.
Oh, flattery gets you everywhere, Baba.
Yeah, please don't. What if I pay you?
Oh, I mean, no, I love money, but I want freedom from these flames.
Oh, you love money too?
I'm a king, aren't I?
You got a big hoard, baby? You want to show me that hoard? You got stashed away?
Whoa, Baba, not in front of my constituents. Calm down.
Yeah, geez. We didn't know Ox King was hoarding on Maine like this.
Yeah, I didn't know Ox King had all this. He's just hoarding all the gold. Huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the scandal of it all. You're right. That's just a smokescreen for him taking all our money and hoarding it.
Anyway, Baba, but my children, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm such a magnanimous king, and now all this.
If you don't die in peace, give me a call on that ball.
I'll call the ball.
More ways than one. Vince, was that, first of all,
End scene.
Was that line different or even something worth noting?
It wasn't something that I wrote down, but I think the line was about the same. It was very much like, oh, well, if you die, you'll meet them you'll meet them soon anyway, so that's fine. Baba's cold
Baba.
as ice.
Well, she knows, once this fire goes down, get that gold. It'll be a nice slurry, an easily collectible gold slurry.
She could pour it all over a crystal ball. It'll be like a custom crystal ball.
Bling it out, yeah. Show her entire Twitch stream that she's working with. Enough about death, because we got to talk about death and spirits.
Creepy, crawly spirits. Beyond the door lies a craggly path.
There is a path, and it's over a mist-covered pit with spikes jutting out, and they must cross it.
Spikes a la Mortal Kombat, bridge level, one uppercut, off and you're dead.
That's pretty much it. And man, they fall so much in this episode.
Again, Goku has shown himself to be the most capable person on the planet in terms of athletic ability. And his fiancée Chi-Chi was able to hang with him in the ring. And their first obstacle is a simple Mario jump over an empty cap.
Yeah, I thought back to when, in the tournament, they fought in midair.
Yeah.
For an extended period of time. And they were sort of wigged out about having to jump over a crevasse.
Like, he gets into a stance at the edge and jumps, again, before his fiancée, not even helping her over.
See, I kind of like that, because I wanted Chi-Chi to do this on her own.
Yeah.
And she jumps, but a bunch of spooky bats get in her way. She would have made it otherwise. Bats get in her way, she drops Goku, of course, saves her from the spikes. There are spooky skeletons on the spikes. The bats have a horrifying The bats do a jump scare.
Yeah. If only we had our picture-in-picture going, we could show them our reaction videos.
I'm still working to get it set up.
Oh, okay.
The manager said we can just continue without.
Okay, that's fine. Let's keep it rolling.
We only have the room for so long. Cynthia's birthday party is happening here in 45 minutes.
And she's just outside of the door. It's like
she is
toe tapping.
She's going through divorce is all she has.
I mean, look, I'm going to be there. I'm just saying we have the room. We didn't know that this was actually going to happen today. And now she's leering through the small window at me.
She's really Gokuing it up. She's got her nose pressed up against
the door and just
breathing heavy.
Breathing heavy is also something that you might do when encountering heavy fog and ghost-like demon warriors, which is what they end up encountering next.
Feudal Japanese armor is what we're getting at, right?
If you need another reference point, maybe the live-action third Ninja Turtles movie, or Leonardo goes
Turtles
back.
in Time.
Turtles in Time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. God, I can never read that line right. All right, here we go. Let me take it again. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Traveling through time.
Got it. Yes.
As written. Yes, a la Turtles in Time. Gosh, when are we going to get those movies remade?
When are we going to get a new live? We did get a new live action Ninja Turtles, or did you block that out from your memory?
Oh, wait. They build that as live action?
That is live act. You had a Will Arnett in there.
Oh, right. Holy crap. I forgot there were real people in that film.
You had Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Look, I didn't watch, I was a Ninja Turtles boy growing up. Did not watch any of those Michael Bay produced movies.
Now I feel like I have to. Tyler Perry's in there. I'm contractually obligated to watch everything Tyler Perry's in.
I don't know if he turns into a big fly man. as per canon, but
me still my beating mutant heart.
Who's to say? Who's to say? Look, there's a very good fight that happens with these ghost warriors who are they're just telling them to leave. They're very hard to hit. Goku sort of he don't know what he's doing.
Goku's doing the thing that he does best. Try to hit stuff real hard.
It's when I say doesn't know what he's doing, it's like, oh, I guess you just forgot all of your training that you've ever done. You seem real weak right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Goku that we just saw take on the world's greatest threat. And this threat to his life, he's just kind of like almost brushing off, it seems, or not taking it seriously enough. Because they almost get him a couple of times to the point where he has to use the after image technique, leaving him vulnerable in midair.
I will say, very cool. You see one of them slice through Goku.
Yes.
For a split second, you're like, oh damn, that boy got freezed in half. And but it's an after image. It's a fake. Though the after image got cut in half, and I'm no physicist.
See,
I'm not a light scientist.
Now we're getting into, shadow clone jutsus and after images and how long did they exist for? This came up in Naruto a bunch.
Well, shadow clones just go, what, bomph? Do they show damage?
They can, but they can also... Naruto's so good at it that he can put more of himself into his clones so that they last longer when they're damaged. So he has almost the perfect substitution jutsu in his shadow clone jutsu. But I digress. Nobody wanted to hear that.
Mark it on your bingo cards, folks.
Mark it on your bingo for Vince's Naruto reference. Yeah. Also, just other Naruto news. I have to say this on air that they are seriously considering.
It's in the script, so go for it.
They're seriously considering a young adult version of Naruto, modeled after Naruto the last movie, because of how poorly the reception has been for Boruto. That's all I'll say.
Is this what would have eventually, if we got the wish that people said they wanted, but I guess they didn't actually, but I wanted it, where it's like, we're going to follow Gohan now. Is this what could have been?
I think so.
Would we have just hated it? I don't think I would have.
I don't think I would have hated it. I think I would have been a little disappointed, maybe, that Goku kept showing up to save his bacon.
Yeah, because you can't. Is that what happens in Boruto? Naruto's like, all right, I help.
Instead of Naruto helping, it's Sasuke, which is even more of a drag. Because like Sasuke has like more important shit to do.
That boy's got to solve his own problems.
Yeah, he's got penance to make.
He's got boigas to eat. But that is first the Sonic movie, now Naruto. Fans, I am extremely uncomfortable with the amount of power that fans are actually getting now. We joked about it. It was mentioned, and it was sort of this thing we didn't pay attention to, I'd say even 5 years ago.
Yep.
It's like the fans are mad and like, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, now they care. Now they care. And and then, I mean, you talk about Hollywood being decisions by committee. We'll take that committee from like 20 to 30 people to millions.
Uh-huh.
I say all this to say I don't quite know how I feel about it. Especially as someone who fancies himself as an artist.
Yeah.
An artist to a degree, not just with the show, but with what I do for real work.
Snaps for that.
It's weird. It's a weird time we're living in. But Boruto does suck.
But like legit, I just like production value of the anime aside, I think Boruto looks fine, great. Some of the ancillary characters, interesting, compelling. But Boruto as a character, still, I cannot get on board with him. There's something about how they frame the character to kind of be like he has everything and he's still miserable, which is kind of like the opposite of what like Naruto's character arc was, going from nothing to having everybody on his side. And again, I would have liked to see if Boruto's going to be an asshole, make him a fucking asshole. Make him, if you want him to follow Sasuke's path, kick him out of the fucking village after episode 3 and just go from there. Make him meet Sasuke while he's out on his own, think he can do whatever he wants. Look, I'm not writing that show, nor am I writing the young adult version. Wink, wink.
Where Naruto has to decide between 3 sexy people who all want to date him.
Of course.
In a post-apocalyptic leaf village.
It's just his sexy clone jutsus. He's trying to decide between.
No. That's
What?
not young and that's in a different section.
Ninja,
of Barnes and Nobles.
Ninja, love thyself.
Well, speaking of ninjas, we're talking about old ghosts that are about to hit Goku. They're pulling a sneak it. Take 2 that. As per the script. Speaking of ninjas, there's a sneak attack that's about to go down on Goku. There's someone behind him. Is he going to get hit? I mean, I don't know. Because commercial. Vince, you got any plans? Hold on, let me do the math here. 5 months from now? Actually, wait. 4 months from now? Say in the April 2nd to April 5th territory of 2020?
I'm flipping through my day planner. Please.
Your physical. I should
my
flip
physical.
mine.
Yeah. My.
Flip.
Oh my goodness, Aaron, you won't believe this, but I am actually going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at that time, and you'll never guess what I'm going to be doing.
I won't. So go ahead and tell me.
Your friend Vincent White will be attending TechoCon 2020 as
Vince.
What?
Vince.
Aaron.
This is all I gotta say is great minds think alike, because I, from April 2nd to April 5th in the year of our Lord 2020, will also be attending TechoCon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
No. This is where our paths may differ, and I'm super excited that you'll also be there. We should probably like meet up or do something. Like we'll get.
Yeah,
food.
we should have a podcast meetup of just us.
Yeah.
But what are you doing there?
I mean, I kind of did this. around your back, not behind it, but I was like, I want to submit for a table there. Like, I want to meet the people there. And the best way to do that is to have a table, right? And the best place to meet people who are interested in creative, works would be where? Artist Alley. So, Aaron, I'm going to be sitting at a table at Artist Alley at TechnoCon 2020 between April 2nd and what was that day?
April 5th.
Between April 2nd and April 5th, that's where I'm going to be. So, I mean, if you want, you could sit at the table with me. I'd hate to be there alone.
Vince.
Aaron.
You better scooch on over because I also will be attending TechnoCon as having a table in Artist Alley.
Now, hold on.
Now, okay,
did you register your table under the name Kame House Party?
House Party? What? Oh my God!
Oh, Nikes!
This is a you've got mail situation.
And instead of mail, you've got anime, improv, Vince, Aaron at TechnoCon 2020 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, April 2nd to April 5th.
So look, why are we telling you this now? One, we're excited.
Can you feel it?
It's our first time ever having a table at a convention. So this is going to be really fun. I'm sure there are going to be parts that are really horrible, but we are going to be there. We're telling you this now, so if you want to get tickets on the cheap, if I'm not mistaken, they're not full price until next year. So if you do want to attend, if you're planning on attending TechnoCon 2020 in Pittsburgh, get those tickets now because we will be there. We don't have any other further details from that.
Yeah. More details to come.
We got our acceptance letter last week. Like, money has not exchanged hands yet. I'll go ahead and tell you that. And so in case you're on the face, you're like, I'll just wait until it's absolutely confirmed and, pay an extra $5 because you're really only saving $5, I think, if you pay now. I'm not pitching this well. This is why we don't have sponsors. But if you are planning on going, if you're on the fence about going to TechnoCon 2020 in Pittsburgh, maybe we're the thing that tips you over. Come see us.
Yeah, come see us at TechnoCon 2020, April 2nd to April 5th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Again, more details to come. We're just super excited that we're going to be there live, doing stuff at the table, meeting people.
Panel signups haven't happened yet, but we're hoping since we're there, we can have a show that y'all can also attend. But come see us. Mark it in your physical day planners.
Yes. Pull out your bullet journal and start writing.
Put it on your spirit board.
That's it.
Because it already came true, baby. One and done.
That's right. One and done. Kame House Party is going to be at TechnoCon 2020, April 2nd to April 5th. We're going to have a table at Artist Alley. More details to come, but basically this is just a early ass digital DM to say, hashtag come through, baby.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be, as a drunken robot once said, it's going to be fun on the bun.
And as a sober robot once said, exterminate. That's the first one I can think of. I want to have robot fun too.
And back to the show.
Goku gets hit by one of the ghost warriors. He almost falls into the spike, but he grabs it. He's fine.
They do a classic horror trope of Goku falling head first into the spikes, but it's the picture's cut just so that we get Chi-Chi scream, but like curdling scream, but Goku's fine. He just held onto the spike, Goku style.
Still, he held on stalactite with all the stalagmite.
Oh!
Technically, they're stalagmites.
Hey, look, any kind of geode reference, I'm with it. You know, I love rocks. And we're gonna get to a rock in a minute, but after
I was gonna say like Whitney's. R.I.P. Wait, yeah,
Aaron,
right? Yeah,
that joke
right?
was Aaron. Hold on, that joke was solid. Ding, ding.
Solid like
Solid.
that's a fun one for just me and you.
Yeah, that's just for you and I. But Goku unleashes a Kamehameha wave that is only for those 5 demons, and it seems like seems like it was super effective, right? Unfortunately, it instead brought upon the 2 as Goku described it, giant rock guy.
End of Spider-Man 3.
Ah, yes, of course. End of Spider-Man 3 Sandman.
Rockman.
'Cause he's solid. Solid as a rock.
He's not very solid, though, because Goku, out of desperation, is like, all right, I'll just blow you. None of my punches are working. Nothing is working to defeat this rock guy. Then I'll Bancho fan you away, which he does. Mm-hmm. Very surprisingly easily.
To the point where I said, why didn't he use that in the first place?
Just spam Bancho fan. Like a casual.
He's got his one weapon. He's just going to level that up forever.
Now I'm just fanboying and thinking about Dragon Ball Kakarot. And if he gets items.
Like the Banjo fan, Sensu Beans, Power Pole. That means Gohan will have weapons too, because Gohan is playable. You get to wield the Z-Sword.
Launch Uzis. Mm-hmm. Puar.
Oh, what does Puar have?
I was going to say Puar for support.
Oh, yes. Puar and Oolong are like, they're not summons, but they're multi-use items. They change every time.
Hey, I'm not an item. That's, whoa, buddy.
Puar, come on. Look, we brought you into the studio today. We're doing the I'm 3D
not a
render.
playable character.
No, Puar. I don't know what
I'm not even an NPC.
Well, no, you'll be in certain scenes, but we also felt like with the game mechanics that you would be better suited as a hammock or a chair for rest, or
I'm a save point.
Yes.
I'm no better. I'm as good or no better as Senzu Bean, is what you're telling me?
No, you're much better than a Sensu
I'm an
Bean.
OG.
Well, look, you're a
Episode 5.
Hey, Puar.
I think 6 for 5. I am old. I'm like 30 years old.
Puar, your age doesn't matter, okay? It's purely gameplay driven, and you said you're nothing more than a Sensu Bean, but what you really are, you're more than a Sensu Bean because you're like a bonfire in Dark Souls. When Goku rests here, he both saves his game, repopulates the world with enemies, and restores his health and all of his health flasks that are being played by Oolong.
It's a living.
See? Oolong's being a real team player.
Any screen time I can get, I am thankful for, because it is. You try to get work out there as a white pig.
Not to mention that panty scandal. It's got to be hard.
Yeah, I was told we weren't going to mention that.
Look, it's just us in the studio, right?
In front of my. I know how things get leaked.
Hey,
right,
no leaks.
Should I back away from this? Should I back away from this?
Oolong, I think
for this microphone. Am I too hot on it?
Yeah, you're a little hot on the mic, and your part's actually done for the day. We're just going to focus on Puar and getting Puar ready for 3D rendering.
Don't ruin this for us, Puar.
All right, guys.
What? I'm not ruining it. I'm just thinking we need some respect.
This is literally the hardest production job of my life, okay? You guys are making this so difficult. I had this chick Balma in here earlier yelling at me and then inventing things to hurt me. Okay, and then not to mention
she'll do that.
Launch, who started off great. She was in the booth, and she was a total sweetheart. And then she asked for the AC to be turned up. The fan blew, and then she sneezed, and then she's shooting up. Look, we had to transfer all the equipment to this room, and now we're doing it here. All I'm asking for you, Puar, is to change into different objects when we ask you to. You get a mandatory 10-minute break in between every 3 changes. Okay, we're not going to tax you too much. We just need you to be the safe point.
Okay, here we go. Line 1. Puar. Line 2, 3. Sorry. Numbers ain't good in my brain.
Oh, jeez.
Line 2. Puar. Line 3.
I told you
Puar.
we should have cast Chaozu for this. We should have.
Hey, are you guys ready? Oh. PM. I'll let you finish. Bye.
And
see. It's tough. Nope. It's not fucking tough for some people. At all.
At all.
At all. But for a lot of people, very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we learned today.
Everybody's struggle is different.
The most political podcast. Take that, Chapo Trap House. Up yours, Pod Save America.
Yo, is this racist? Maybe. just as the script required, uproarious laughter. We are killing this script onto page 13.
Yes, page 13. Flip. All right, sorry. Some parts are. My assistant was supposed to highlight my parts.
Speaking of assistants, the Bancho fan was of great help to Goku getting rid of that rock monster. Goku and Chi-Chi now are running down the path when they are confronted by a giant ball of light and energy, revealing a giant dragon. And when I say giant dragon, I mean bigger than the Chrysler Building, bigger than the Isle of Manhattan, bigger than tacking on Staten Island and parts of New Jersey. This thing, you could see it from space.
It was a dark blue Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
For, like, the same design, right?
I would
was
say
crazy on that.
I would say you are exactly right. Not a wyvern.
Like, hey,
Or
can I copy
wyvern.
your homework? Sure, just change it up a little meme worthy. Charizard.
Yep. Not only is there a dragon in front of them, but those little Shogun-y demon guys, they're back. They're floating in the sky, and they got arrows, and they are firing them at Goku and Chi-Chi relentlessly. Goku even gets hit a few times.
Chi-Chi falls down the path. You think like, oh no, spikes, but not really, because she sees there's another path that she sees that leads to a beautiful paradise like
Yeah.
clearing. Lots of vegetations.
Flowers, trees.
It looks, I mean, compared to Giant Dragon, I would definitely try and choose that. Which
Exactly.
Chi-Chi implores Goku, like, look, there's another path. We can go this way. Follow me.
Until we cut back and we see that Goku's wounds have miraculously healed. And now
What?
Goku's even getting a little suspicious. It seems like that mind training he did for 3 years kind of worked on his brain, because he's a little bit more wary that perhaps methinks this is some sort of illusion.
After using his mind's eye, as he says, it's revealed like, oh, these are some kind of illusion. And some people out there might be thinking the same thing I am. So in old school Dungeons and Dragons, if you were a dick dungeon master, you would present a scenario that were all illusions. And to defeat illusions in D&D, you just have to stop believing. If you just doubt their existence, they just sort of poof. I mean, now there's like a saving throw you have to do. But
so you didn't even have to roll to cast doubt?
Sometimes it depends on your DM and how they interpreted the rules. But it became so mimetic that like sort of like old school D&D people definitely have memories of like, I believe it's an illusion, so I'm just going to walk through this wall. And that's how they dispel it. And that's kind of what Goku did here.
Yeah. I like it, though. That's fucking rad.
Yep, D&D can be fucking frustrating.
But the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I want this experience.
I know we talked about this off air, but we'll have to get something going where you can try a sample
Yeah.
of the Dungeons and Dragons. Vince, I guarantee that within the improv community,
I know
you could find a game.
There's also a tabletop cafe down the block from me now. I saw people playing Magic the Gathering, dueling with Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Stratego, all of that in one place.
Another clue as to Vince's whereabouts.
Oh, shit. I mean, the studio's nowhere near that. I'm in the Dutch New York in Holland.
New Amsterdam?
Yeah, New Amsterdam.
Why they change it? I can't say. People just liked it better that way. That's a white guy reference. Or a Tiny Toons reference, depending. Knowing that this is all illusion, how does Goku solve this problem? Why, Kamehamehaing himself and Chi-Chi into the mouth of the dragon, my dear boy.
Of course. That's how all of my dreams should end from now on.
I wish.
Right?
I know no one wants to hear me talk about dreams.
I let us into it, so I'm here with you. I'm here for it. Let's go.
But when I was little, and when you're a little kid, you're more prone to nightmares, as I was. But I distinctly, and I think my dreams were a little more vivid. I definitely remembered them. I remember my kid dreams more than my adult dreams. But I discovered that if I was having a nightmare, sometimes I would realize I was having a nightmare. And to get out of it, all I had to do in the dream / nightmare was breakdance.
What? That's fucking awesome.
I mean, it's not real because it's all in my brain.
But I love the vision.
I can't prove this, but
it's all real to me.
I had a distinct memory of like, oh, I just got to get on my back and spin around on the ground and then hit a pose, and I'm out ski. You can't take me, Freddy Krueger.
That's so great. That's so good. I never had that kind of coping mechanism for my nightmares, which made my life a living hell for a while. But that's so great. I think I eventually turned one nightmare into a video game. I kept getting stabbed in an alley, and then I was like,
God, fuck.
But I was like, wait, I keep coming back. And I was like, oh, it's a video game. So then after I died, there would just be big game over screens. And then I woke up and I was like, that game fucking sucked.
That's $60 on get stabbed in an alley. On Madden's get stabbed in an alley.
I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you that was Donovan McNabb stabbing me. But yeah, that Donovan McNabb stabbing me in Madden 0 Stab 7.
The show stabbed in an alley.
Somebody in Hollywood will buy it. We can put it on Netflix. They've got all kinds of game shows nobody likes.
God, being a kid fucking sucked. You had actual legitimate nightmares. Mine were just like aliens are coming.
Oh, do you want to hear more about my nightmares?
I think we should move.
There's just the one. There's a one recurring one where I had to get to a door before it closed. Giant doors, like we described in this episode, slowly closing, leaving me in utter darkness with a big red Lost-style ticker clock at the top, just counting down.
Oh,
extremely loud. Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, that or the teeth falling out.
I haven't had one of those.
Both are horrible.
Both are terrible.
Yeah, thankfully not. It's been a while. Since.
Yeah, it has been a long time since I've had a nightmare. So
yeah, I won't talk about the current nightmares I have because those are horrible and personal. So let's move on to something fun, like a giant 8-sided furnace with just a bubbling pot on top of it.
Again, the octagon that Baba was talking about the whole time.
Yeah, Goku and Chi-Chi have managed to defeat the ghosts, the nightmares, and I thought this was going to happen when they mentioned the other world, and I am so fucking glad.
Yes.
Because who should come out of the shadow with his hands behind his back, and a big old halo. It's Grandpa Gohan.
Oh yeah, Grandpa Gohan. He's back, and again, I wish Grandpa Gohan was in the show more. I wish he was in Z more. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. He seems like a fun character. Somebody had fun writing his whole thing because he doesn't believe that Goku is Goku when he shows up. He goes, "What? You're not Goku. Get out of here. I don't know you."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it takes like a second. It's like a split second, but he doubts that it's Goku for a while.
He's not that dismissive. But when he finally recognizes him, Goku says, "Oh, you haven't changed a bit, Grandpa." And then, "Of course I haven't. I'm dead."
That's what I mean. I love it. That line made me smile.
I'm dead, remember? By someone's hand. I'm not too worried about solving my own murder by that giant ape-like creature.
That no one seemed to have found.
Yeah, that appeared and then disappeared during a full moon, and it was just me and you on the mountain, so best not to worry about who's this hot young thing. Hey.
Ooh.
He's not a creep about it.
No. He's a good grandpa.
He's just like, "Oh, this is your wife? Fuck yes. Who would have thought?" Mm-hmm. He's just excited.
Yeah. And of course, Goku and Chi-Chi are looking for Tojiro, the
pyre keeper.
The pyre keeper, asking them to turn off the furnace. And unfortunately, Gohan has to tell them, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not the keeper of the furnace. That person's actually, her name is Anine. And then I went, Tojiro is a woman? It was a nice reveal.
You failed. That's right, Vince. The doctor was a woman.
I failed.
I also thought the pyre keeper was going to be a dude.
I thought the pyre keeper would have been...
I'll get in the muck with you.
Yeah, I thought the pyre keeper would have been like the dragon in a different form, but still a guy.
I did have thoughts that it might be Grandpa. That crossed my mind. But Grandpa says he's like, "No, I'm just a part-timer."
Yep.
So, yay. After I die,
you can go get yourself a job.
I got to go be a greeter. I got to get the checker when you come out of Walmart.
Yeah, when you walk out of the furnace, you got to make sure you don't take any of that immortal fire with you. Can I see your bag?
Empty out your pockets, boy.
Do you have a receipt? Those are the unsung heroes of the holidays.
We've both been in situations where our receipts have been checked.
Yes.
How? I don't believe they're checking receipts that fast. And confirming the items. There's no fucking way. Receipts are bonkers.
Assuredly. And you know where they check my receipt the most? Costco, where you're buying like 1 billion of everything. There have been receipts that have been the length of my arm that I hand over to the gentleman.
I mean, a very long arm.
To the gentleman or gentle lady, and they blink, look at my cart, and blink, and then check it off. I'm like,
you didn't do shit.
I could have gotten away with murder. There could be a body in these strawberries.
As Adam, who the titular Adam who ruins everything, taught me, this is security theater. This ain't real.
That's great. Security
this is just a deterrent. Guys, what we're saying.
I'll say it.
I believe my brother and me riffed on this maybe a month or so ago. So I don't want to dip in their territory.
Oh, I was going to tell people to steal.
Oh, they essentially said that. Oh, they can't stop you.
Unless your items have a tag or perhaps a ink cartridge in them, you're fine.
Receipt checkers they're the unsung actors of our world. I know. David, that's how David Mamet scouted me, at least. It's like, I really believe that you checked all 20 fucking items on my receipt. You did a little head nod.
Some and han.
You said to yourself.
Look, even the detail down to the bite marks on the cap of that Sharpie. Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
You pointed a pen at each item, then put the pen up to the receipt. Brilliant.
You even leaned down to see what was on the lower cart rack. Amazing.
Who does that? No one's as committed.
Want to be in a Star War?
Yep, and that's how I became BB-8.
Oh, if only.
It's sped up Taz voice. It's pitch shifted Taz voice.
Most of Star Wars is just pitch shifted Tasmanian
Every language,
devil.
they just, hey, that's free.
They speed up or slow down what's in the Disney vault.
Wrong company, but I mean, they'll own them at some point. So look, we get introduced to, you said Anin? Mine was Annin.
Anin is how Gohan talks about his. I'm assuming those two are more than just work friends.
I mean, don't tell HR because this is definitely a supervisor subordinate situation, as Gohan refers to Anin as Anin Sama, and the lovely voice calling out refers to Gohan as Gohan Chan. So there's a senior, there's clear seniority established here. She has higher status.
Oh yeah.
You think this is a big, giant woman, which would not have hated it.
Yeah, I
That would have been fun
I think
and a little sexy.
I think it would have been because they kind of tease that she is gigantic, like that she is a giant. That's why the furnace is so large, because she's a giant, and that's why it's so large. But I do like that play where she's like coming around the corner. You see her shadow, big, heavy footsteps. You even see part of her arm and leg. But then when she finally, like, there's a puff of smoke, and then it cuts to Chi-Chi and Goku looking at her, and then she's normal human size.
Yeah.
Eating some not so warm noodles.
My first note was, oh no, she's hot.
She's hot, but the noodles are cold.
She's a good. There's, I think, again, like the beginning, there's a situation where we need to let's get through what is going on, and then we can dissect, because I think there's this is a rush. This is a nesting doll of premises that we can explore.
Exactly.
She's a pirate keeper. She's in charge. I guess she's just been using this to make spaghetti. They literally talk about spaghetti. I'll have some quotes here momentarily.
What?
Yeah. She gets on to Gohan for saying, hey, isn't the furnace up too high? He's like, maybe. I don't know. Then Goku and Chi-Chi give their spiel. Please, my papa's castle's on the other side of this. Can you please turn off the furnace? Anin then says that I can't turn off the furnace because then everything goes to hell, is sort of what they get at.
Yeah.
One of the quotes is from her is, you don't care if both this world and the next world go to hell. So somehow this furnace is keeping... Is the furnace the border?
Yeah, I think Gohan sort of describes it as like the furnace is the bridge between this and the other world.
So they're not even in the other world quite yet, or they're in some sort of limbo.
Yeah, it seems like this is the stopgap, or like the customs of the other world, especially if you're a living person.
I know it's all make-em-ups, but if there is some sort of infographic that explains the cosmology
that would
of
be
Dragon
super
Ball,
nice.
I would not mind that coming our way.
Right. Maybe have like the layers of like, this is where King Kai's planet is. This is where the Home for Infinite Losers is. Snake Way is in the middle, and the furnace is like here on the map. And that's where you get your fire badge. Then on Snake Way, you get your air badge.
There's a maze you got to go through first.
A lot of interesting gym challenges. Like on King Kai's planet, you have to catch bubbles. He's a fighting gym, of course.
It's an escort movie. It's an escort mission.
Escort mission.
Ugh. So yeah, that's the situation as is. We meet the Pyre Keeper. The flame. It seems like the flames got turned up recently by an absent-minded Gohan, but they cannot turn it off. Oh boy, what to hit? What deliciousness to hit first?
I do find it very interesting that Gohan has a part-time job in the afterlife.
I thought it was mandatory. It's like, well, you need money in the afterlife, but after seeing the boss,
he might be doing this. He might just be doing this for just getting out there again. Go on. He finally got one of them apps. He's on Ghost Finder.
Not Hinge, but Haunt.
Ooh. You don't have to be lonely on demonsonly.com.
I'm Beelzebub. I take care of 40 acres of hell fields. My crop of human suffering is coming in real nice, but I want someone who understands the life of a demon.
Hi, my name is Gorlak. I'm an ogre who specializes in decapitation, potion brewing, and I do enjoy watching The Office, the British version, with whomever.
I was about to go left. I'm glad there's not a quote in here. That's right. As I read your profile, you can hear what I'm saying about it. It's hell after all.
Hello. My name is Therion. I'm an elf who's been banished from the realm. I found solace here in Otherworld. I've been making my way selling wares and doing the occasional undead podcast. Any takers?
Swipe left. Podcaster, get out of here.
Hey, so my name's Joey. I used
to... Immediately right. I love a boy with an accent. So romantic.
I'm an undead bat. I have a wingspan of 13 meters, and my favorite activity. Oh,
it needs to be 14. 14 and up, please.
And seed.
Yeah, Dayton's got to be hard in the demon world. And Vince, I have a very lovely button here that's shiny, full of hope, does not define love and relationship by age. Because Anine is probably way, way older than Gohan.
Yeah. So it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
So I mean, if you agree with me, I think they're dating, right? Or
yes,
at the very least,
1,000 times, yes.
All right. Anine and Grandpa Gohan, they are definitely dating. At the very least, it's the beginning.
The beginning of their relationship. Yes.
They've gone. The Office doesn't know yet, but they've gone out. They had a very good time at the Office. I'll say Christmas party, first slot, best slot. They have a lot of things in common, like fire keeping, I guess.
They both love the movie Office Christmas Party, starring Jennifer Aniston and TJ Miller.
Oh, they're big TJ heads.
Huge TJ heads.
They love Silicon Valley. They can cozy up. God damn it, that's fucking heartwarming to imagine this very tall woman and this very short man snuggled up on a fucking couch. They're watching, so they wait. They don't do it on Sunday night because they got to get to fire early.
Yeah,
but it's their middle of the week thing. They wait and they get Chinese. They definitely get noodles, as we'll talk about here in a second.
Get noodles.
And that, my friends, that dearly beloved, is canon, not Nick Cannon.
It's true.
It's true. I only want wholesome fan art, not that sick shit.
Yeah, leave that sick shit on 4chan.
I mean, they're doing sick shit.
They're doing sick shit, but you can leave it on 4chan.
Yeah, I don't need to see it. Why do they call it spaghetti in mine?
Yeah, why spaghetti? Is that more exotic?
She is straight up just eating plain ass noodles the entire time they're having this discussion about hell and someone dying. Like a close up of her slurping that shit up.
Why would they say spaghetti? Also, why wouldn't they just, if they said it, this is the localization team, don't know what you guys are on, but like, if it's spaghetti in the original, why did they just change it to noodles? Did they think that it would be too confusing? If somebody's like, they call this spaghetti, but I don't see no sauce! Break the TV!
I mean, spaghetti's the shape of the noodle. Sauce doesn't define a spaghetti. But I understand. But at the same time, who is the who is the psychopath that is eating straight up noodles? Who is the blandest motherfucker on earth?
Oh, well, Aaron, it's time I came clean. I do enjoy a plain buttered and or lightly salted.
That's not plain!
Oh. All right.
Butter's fine.
I rest my case. I rest my case. You're Aaron. I rest my case.
You're fine. Butter is a sauce of some sort.
Okay.
Like, here's a quote from her. The quality of your spaghetti has been a little lacking as of late. Are you sure the furnace isn't a little too high? Okay. So, Gohan, he overcorrected. His palms are sweaty. He overcooked mom's spaghetti.
It's al dente already.
Knees weak. No sauce is ready.
Fire be burning steady.
The music.
Moments, never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. The Bancho fan. Yeah. Goku's got it. Oh.
Yeah, oh, man. Here's a scenario. It could just be a power move. Like, sorry I fucked up the spaghetti, honey. Fuck you. I'm eating it anyway. Do you want sauce? No. We're just going to ruin it.
Early relationships, they're full of passive aggressiveness. Mm-hmm, I bet you Gohan sitting there that whole time being like, in front of my grandson? His GD fiance? This is a family first.
Also, the first time living people are here?
Yeah.
On top of that, put the bowl away.
You don't need that right now.
Honey.
We decided we were going to get takeout when I messed up the noodles.
Look, I'm not saying I messed them up on purpose to get takeout, and I was just sort of feeling those Popeyes chicken sandwiches.
Sorry, I had to break that scene because I really want a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's plain noodles. It bugged me. It bugged me a lot. But she's hot, so it's fine.
Okay, so I want to talk about the spaghetti thing one more time. Do you think there's something that we're missing in the way that she's dressed to indicate that she's maybe Italian? Because her outfit it's different. It's not like anything we've seen. They're like big, long, like a collar antenna thing, and
I'd have to look back at the screenshots, which I can't do right now. Yeah, as we put in the script, no researching. I don't think. Look, just because I edited a movie about Italian Americans, Feast of Seven Fishes, now available on demand in theaters. I don't believe so.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to rule that out.
Yeah, she has some highfalutin robes for sure. I hate how horny on Maine I am for Anine, especially because she's someone else's girl.
Yeah, it's canon that she is. So.
But this is an adult. When do we ever get adult women in Dragon Ball or anime in general? They got a job.
They're about as rare as a genuine death from a main character in anime.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
It's just that time of the year, I guess.
Hey, it's cuffing season.
Cuffing season?
Cuffing and stuffing season, baby. Stuffing that turkey, and you cuffing up somebody to take with you to holiday stuff.
Oh,
like handcuffing.
All right.
You haven't heard that term before?
I have not heard that term before.
Ah, yes.
Cuffing and stuff.
Cuffing season and the daylight savings change all happen at the same time.
People trying to get together to take someone home for the holidays.
Or it just simply
it's cold.
It's cold. You want somebody to snuggle up with.
I know.
I got 3 cats, so I'm good.
I have anime. This is getting sad. We should probably end this episode. No, wait, I got spaghetti. What am I thinking?
Yeah, you got spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're in love because it makes your knees weak. I can't.
I get butterflies in my stomach, but that might just be from an excess of spaghetti. But yeah, that is the episode. Turn out the fire. Nope. Will Goku turn out the fire? But we have, sorry, we looked ahead, but we have one episode of Dragon Ball left. Then we're going to do some other stuff. And then it's Dragon Ball. I think we can go ahead and tell y'all.
Yeah.
We are going to start Z if everything goes according to plan, as the Rugrats might say.
Yep.
The first week, our first episode of January will be Dragon Ball Z. Spread the good word.
Yeah.
To your friends and family this holiday season.
Mm-hmm. Start playing that theme song around the Christmas tree to get ready.
Yeah, that one. You know the actual theme song we're talking about. Rock the dragon, come get me. This doesn't make sense.
No.
Dragon. So is it Dragon? We'll discuss. That's next year.
That's next year, folks.
Discussion. Oh, I'm gonna cry so much next episode, Vince.
I know. It's been a crazy long road, but Aaron, we're finally at the end.
New listener Jake has written to us. So last episode, and y'all have already come in with the heat, giving us those hot anime. We asked who actually got divorced in anime. Does divorce exist in anime? Well, it does. We already got some response on Twitter. We're recording this episode a little early because of the holiday break to let y'all in on it. But hot out the gate, just under the wire, from Jake, he writes to us regarding anime divorce. Thinking about it, the only divorced couples in anime I can think of is in the Digimon series. I don't remember the names, but there were two brothers who each lived with a separate parent. Whoa. As always, you guys rock. Keep fighting! You are correct. I do remember this.
Whoa.
Season 2 of Digimon, when someone's brother became the big bad, they did live separately. So there was definitely... It felt like a divorce situation.
I 100% probably did not pick up on that when I was watching Digimon at the time.
Digimon got real deep.
That's what I feel like.
Back in the day.
There's a
better plot than Pokemon.
For sure. But there is a new Digimon game coming out. And I think it's the last the last Digimon adventure or whatever. And I was like, oh, I feel like I should be part of that. There's a lot of emotional stuff in Digimon, more so than like a Pokemon or anything else, or even a Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe I should revisit Digimon.
The Podcast Wizard and the Bruiser, they're a nerd history podcast. Very fun, very funny. They did do a Digimon episode, which I would actually recommend to learn more about Digimon. Listen to that. Mm-hmm. But it did blow my mind in Digimon. We're oh, they're all grown up. And the world, I think the end of one season was we're all grown up. And everyone knows that Digimon are real and that the digital world exists.
Yeah.
And our Digimon are still with us, even though we're old. And that's not weird at all.
Yeah. It seems like it tackles friendship in a different way because the characters do grow. In all the Pokemon anime, Ash is the same. There's just different versions of Ash going through the same trials and tribulations that every Ash goes through. But with Digimon,
God, what a horrible existence.
Yeah.
The many Ashes. Nothing changes. Time is a circle.
Time is a flat circle, and all of the land masses change. But Ash is always has a Pikachu, always has all three starters and stuff like that. So yeah, it may be time to dip my toe back into the digital world, because I do love that theme song.
To change into a digital monster. Mm-hmm. To save the digital world.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Thank you, Jake. a few more.
Yeah.
A few more interactions, and I think I can dub the power listener. So keep it up, please.
Keep it up.
So here's the carrot. Get you to write us more. If you want to work your way through all 8 gym leaders to become a power listener, you can do so by writing to us through kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Come join us at kamehouseparty.com, where you can subscribe to the podcast. You can follow your links to all of our social media, both personal and for the podcast. We have clips. Our full archives are on there. Reminder, I need to update it. On our site, we also have a link to the bingo card we mentioned. That wasn't just a gag. That's for real, created by power listener Jeff. Anything you need to know, all the links you need are right there for your convenience.
That's right. Don't forget that rating and reviewing the podcast is a great way to get the word out about who we are and what we do and why you like us.
Help us defeat our rivals.
Yes, help us defeat all of our rivals. You and the rest of the Leaf Village will get behind us. But
you're losing them. Hurry up.
It really does help. So if you go on to whatever pod service of your choice, iTunes, whatever, and you give us 5 stars, and I know sometimes it's hard to think of things to say, so I'll just give you guys what to say in the comment section of your rating. Just write this down word for word. Without Kame House Party in my life, I wouldn't know what pure joy is. Their genuine love for both anime and improv is infectious. So much so that I've even considered taking an intro improv course. I've also considered that this podcast could change not only my life, but yours. Intention and action, comedy, care, Kame House Party.
I was expecting a jokey joke, but that's downright heartwarming.
Yeah, look, hey, we could get real for a minute. I love you all, and I want you to love us too. So just give us 5 stars and say what I said. And
we want to watch Silicon Valley with you.
Yeah, we want to snuggle up. It's cuffing season. We're trying to cuff our fans.
Yeah,
trying to handcuff you to this piece of media.
Yeah, with an F. With an F at the end.
There's an F. There's always an F.
Oh boy, is there an F?
And no matter how you spell or who you're watching Silicon Valley with, you gotta keep fighting. Spaghetti.